Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are well. I've got a reading for you for the period of the 17th of September all the way through to the 23rd. Last week of Virgo season. Today we've got Mars in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. So this is going to feel like a very rush forward energy. There's things that's got to be done. This is expansion, this is innovation, this is creation, and it's not leaving anyone behind and it's not taking any prisoners. You move at the pace that Mars wants to move at. On the 21st, we've got the Sun conjunct Mercury in Virgo. This is going to be one of Mercury's final days in Virgo. And, you know, it's going to give you an opportunity to speak over things that have been left unsaid, things that you have been hankering around in your mind and you wanted to say something. Like, you wanted to get it out and you haven't been able to. On the 21st, you get the opportunity to say your piece. Be very mindful, though. The very next day, on the 22nd, we got Mercury going into Libra, and things take more of a diplomatic turn. And I will say to you, Gemini, we're avoidable. Don't overstep the mark. Don't say anything that you may regret later. Just try your very best to stay as neutral, as diplomatic as possible. Sun enters Libra on the 23rd, and hopefully things take more of a peaceful and artistic and beauty-focused approach to life. Okay, bottom of the deck, I have the Fool in reverse. Let's call out your cards. I have the Eight of Wands. I have the Nine of Cups. Very nice. I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I have Judgment in reverse. I have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And I have the High Priestess. Okay. Last week of Virgo season. Let's roll up our sleeves, shall we? Okay. Last week of Virgo season. Very much Mercury focus, communication. Mercury is your sign. You and Virgo share this. So communication would have been quite easy. It would have been very easy this entire month with Mercury and Virgo for you guys to express the way you feel. It seems this week that there is going to be a lot of communication. And I want to say that the communication this week really helps you reach a place of self-contentment. I feel you will feel better after having said a lot of the things that need to be said this week. And I think the focus of this week really needs to be you guys filling your cups with all of the things that make you feel good about yourself, Gemini. There seems to be a earth sign in reverse with you. Knight of Pentacles is generally someone on a mission, somebody who is trying to accomplish something. If this is you guys, it seems as if the plans may have halted for a bit. Because there seems to be a judgment that you guys need to make, and I think you're ignoring the obvious facts in regards to an emotional situation. Something that once may have brought you a lot of emotional contentment very quickly seems to be emptying out. And there is a judgment, like a call of judgment, where you guys are going to be called. And I feel as if your judgment right now isn't being as intuitively led as it should be. I've got the Fool card here in reverse. Is there anywhere that you feel like you are being taken advantage of, Gemini? Is it just becoming difficult to keep the silence on it because it is becoming quite burdensome? And there is a element of self-imprisonment that comes with this communication that is so tied to the heart. You're not being able to say what it is that you want to say, and you are being held back. And there is an element of like just hurt and heartache because you're looking over the judgments that may have been made previously, and you know that it's just all wrong. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I want you to take this exit week to Virgo season to try your very best to organize your thoughts. to organize your position and your standing of the people in your life and see where it is that you can now take the good and separate the bad and do a tally. If there is anywhere that you are feeling like you are being taken advantage of and it is being quite burdensome and problematic, know that with the arrival of Virgo season, Gemini, you're going to have to get yourself right. You have things that you need to do. The devil is in the detail. And I think being stuck in a mind frame that you no longer want to be stuck in isn't going to suit you this week. It is the last week of Virgo season, Gemini, and maybe try your best to take it for some internal illumination. I think it's quite important for you guys to engage in prayer right now. Meditate, pray, spend some time out. We've got the full moon happening on the 24th, but use this run-up week to really illuminate whatever it is within you that has you feeling a certain kind of way. And exiting Virgo season, it's going to ask you to tie up a lot of loose ends just so that there are things that are not hanging on to the fray that can unravel a whole bunch of situations. Either way, you know that there are certain things that really should come down. And maybe let them come down. Right now, what is asked of you is to seek some guidance, seek some wisdom. There is a choice that you need to make, and it is in regards to heart. And it's hard. It's damn hard when you know that things are not going right because certain people are taking advantage of you. And leaving you feeling less than you should feel. Gemini, you gotta make the magic. You are being called to make a judgment. You are being asked to seek balance. You are asked to find the harmony within yourself. And ultimately, I think this will lead to emotional contentment for you this week. But it is a matter of being able to be honest with yourself about how much destruction and carnage and just how empty you're feeling from this situation. This is the ultimate goal this week. There is something that is going to take place that is going to bring you a lot of emotional contentment and the opportunity to fix some broken communication. Expect lots of messages to be coming in this week. A lot of communication. The key is to remain as diplomatic and as intelligent as you possibly can, Gemini. Remain as enthusiastic as you can in regards to your self-contentment. Filling those cups and not pouring those cups out in a place that is just, ugh. Ugh. This isn't how you should be feeling right now. You're not a fool. What we go through in relationships when we take chances like that, and they don't necessarily work out the way we want to work, the way that we want them to work out. The only thing is you've got to make sure that you are not being imprisoned by these thoughts. Virgo season is such, this week is really going to... Virgos want you to take stock. They want you to look at everything. They want to seek and illuminate some, knowledge. They want you to find that. And if this is the ultimate result of the week, if this is what's going to be the outcome of the week, figuring out where it is that your cup may have holes in it or where it's being tipped over is very important for this week, Gemini. Just make sure that self-enlightenment and a bit of self-love and a bit of truth and a bit of honesty as to what really is going on around you, and if the characters around you are genuinely worthy, don't break. Don't break, Gemini. Don't break. It's not worth it. You've been there before. You've done this before. You know already. Don't be anybody's fool just because it suits them. There is an element of holding on, and look at the strength in this character. This is damn painful, dude. Where you know that you're having to make decisions based on a weakness that, you know, is being played on. That is a vulnerable situation, Gemini, that you need to extract yourself from. Extract yourself from it and watch how things become illuminated. Just don't be anybody's fool right now. Stop playing into the importance that somebody else is setting at you about themselves. You will get the chance to talk it out. And Mercury's doing this whole thing with Virgo, Libra. It goes from being very harsh communication to very like soft and diplomatic and harmonious. And the only thing I want to say to you is don't break. Don't break. This is the goal of the week. And if something feels off and something doesn't feel right, this week gives you the opportunity, especially in the run up to the full moon, to make sure that your judgment is on point. And where it is you need to start giving chances, and where it is that, you know, maybe you can give a few more chances. Find out what it is that you can do to mend the leaks, the holes, the hurts. And I think it might be alright to put yourself first this week, Gemini. Just don't break. Don't break, Gemini, not this week. Now is not the time. Virgo season wants to leave you stronger. Stronger than this, downfall. Be this fool. The happy-go-lucky fool. Not the fool who is just completely upside down. Gemini, you can book a reading on www.rubyreadstarot.com. Have a beautiful week. And join me on Instagram as well, Ruby Reads Tarot. And I shall catch you again next week. Take care.